Hey guys, how's it going? How are you doing? If this is your first time checking out Truly Divine's channel, what is up? I am Amy. This is Cadence. She wanted to come on into the introduction. She's a little not all there some days. Today's one of those days. Just she is one of a kind, that's for sure, but that's my daughter for you. All right. Bye. All right, so definitely a great message to say the least. She's crazy. Kind of a collaboration from yesterday's reading. I think it's more of a wrap up from yesterday's reading, actually. But so we got claim your art for you guys and nurture yourself first. So I feel like the overall message is that's coming through for you guys is that you're in this place right now where you've got to look at yourself as being a piece of art that you would put on your wall. Like you got to put yourself so high up on the pedestal to be like, you know what, when someone rejects you, you've got to understand that it's not always because of you. Sometimes when someone rejects you, it's because God's protecting you, yes. But it's also because that person might see something that you don't. So it's like, it may hurt, but I feel like don't lower yourself or lower your standards or any of that stuff to try to make someone stay with you, to try to make something work. Because I feel like what's coming through is that you are a unique piece of art. You are unique. You are a unique individual. You know, you're a prize winner and you've got to treat yourself as is. Nurture yourself first. I feel like that's pretty straightforward. I feel like you just got to put yourself first today. You know, even if it's just going for a walk by yourself, going out into nature, just enjoying the warmth, enjoying the sun. I really feel like with the readings lately, like there's so much that's leaving our lives, but there's so much that's coming in, and it could feel very overwhelming for most of you. It could feel really like your life is spinning out of control, but it's actually just spinning into place. So it's just keeping yourself really focused, keeping yourself really grounded at this time. Again, just really loving yourself through every situation, loving yourself through every obstacle. Just be your own best friend. That's what I hear for today. All right. So for some of you, you know, Eight of Swords is pretty straightforward. You feel like you are bound and tied to someone. You feel like you have no sense of direction. Like you can't see the truth for some reason. Like you can't see something for what it is. And in a way, I feel like this is you. This is you blocking yourself from that fulfillment that you want. This is you from stopping yourself. I feel like some of you are really afraid to start something new because of what you've gone through in the past. And what Spirit's saying is that you can continue to stay in this Eight of Swords energy where you feel like you're bound and tied, but that's all in here. Like you have a chance to move away from that. You have a chance to gravitate towards something else. But if you feel unworthy, if you feel unloved, then that's something that you have to look within yourself and start healing, start working on that. Because you can't go and look for happiness in other people until you are happy with yourself. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. I feel like you're just in a place where you're like, you know what, but I really don't have anyone to turn to. And that may be true. Maybe you don't have people that you trust. Maybe you don't have people that you can talk to. But I feel like maybe just finding one person, like there's got to be someone in your family. There's got to be someone close to you that maybe you can talk to. Maybe you can open to. You know, God is always there. Spirit is always there. But it's just you being in this place of maybe you're just giving too many chances away. Maybe you're just, you know, giving too much of yourself away right now. Maybe it's kind of withholding that and really putting that energy back into yourself. Really letting go. Like I just keep hearing letting go these last couple of readings. Like a lot of you are holding on to things that you should have let go a long time ago. And that's still coming up, guys. So you just need to be in this place where, you know what, you know that there's more to life. You know that there's more out there for you. You can feel it. You can sense it with this Five of Cups. You know that what you've left behind in the past, you had to leave. It wasn't because you wanted to. It was because you knew that you have outgrown a situation. And that's really what I feel like this reading is going to, is that you've outgrown something. And even though right now you're unsure of what the future holds, you're unsure of who's coming into your life, and that makes you scared. That makes you want to control everything. Again, Spirit saying you can't control what is happening. All you can do is control how you react to situations. I feel like you have to be right here in the moment where you accept what life has to offer, whether this is more challenges you go through, whether this is more obstacles you go through. You're going to have things jump out at you. And I don't know why they're referencing the fish, but I just feel like that's what that means, is that your life is not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to not have challenges. It's not supposed to not have obstacles. We learn our best through being put in positions where we're not comfy, right? Like, that's how I feel like we learn best when we're not comfy. We learn best when we're thrown into a situation and told, like, I don't know why they're referencing the water, but like when you start to learn how to swim, and some people take swimming lessons, yes, but I know old school, like, my parents or my mom, she just threw me in like the swimming pool or threw me in the lake and like told me how to swim. I'm not like saying actually do that nowadays because you might get in trouble. But I'm saying, like, back in the older days, there were so many different things that we could do back in the older days than you can do now. And I feel like that's what it is. It's like just putting yourself out there and not knowing what's going to happen, but knowing that whatever's going to happen is going to happen because it's supposed to happen. Like, I'm really hoping that makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm feeling, is that throw yourself out there into the universe, throw yourself out there, even if it's going back into the dating world, even if it scares you, even if it's uncomfortable. I feel like you need to outgrow that. You need to show people who you are now. Maybe you've been feeling sheltered. Maybe you've been feeling like, because of your past circumstance, that you're not worthy of love, and like you're not worthy of a new beginning or a new commitment. And Spirit's like, you are so worried about, like, you are worthy of that. But because of what you've been through, you're still in this mindset of feeling like you're tied to that person or you're bound to that person. And Spirit's like, you're not bound or tied to anyone unless you yourself feel that way. The Lord card is coming up because I just feel like masculine, you just got to be in this place of just really being disciplined within yourself today, really being stable, really really being grounded. I feel like for some of you, that's exactly what it is just being grounded within yourself to say, you know what, I've got to be stable right now. I've got to get my money right. I've got to get myself right. And, whatever happens, and what doesn't, I'll be okay. I'll move on. But because I know that I have love for myself. I know that if someone leaves my life right now, tomorrow, I know that I did everything I possibly could to keep that person in my life. But if they're still leaving, it means that they're not supposed to be in my life. Like, I'm really hoping that makes sense, but that's kind of the messages that's coming through, because you're at this place right now, especially with the Two of Swords coming up. You have a choice to choose a path. Like, you have a choice to choose which path you want. Do you want a path where you've been, where it's been hurt, and where you've cried, where you've been depressed, where you haven't felt like yourself, where you felt bound and tied? Like, Spirit's saying you have the choice right now to make a decision. But for some of you, like, you can't make that decision, but Spirit's saying, like, you need to make that decision. Do your past to your present, your ex to your current situation? Do you want to go back down that path with your ex? I don't know where they're referencing this, but do you want to go back down that path with your ex where what you've been through, you tried your best, but it was not good enough? Or do you want to go into something new that feels better? Like, I just feel like there's choices, there's decisions that you have to make, but you've got to listen to yourself at this time, guys. You can't listen to other people, because you are moving forward. We have the Eight of Wands. You are moving forward. You have come so far, and even though you may not realize that, you actually have come so far. Look at all your past obstacles. Look at all your past challenges. In those moments, you felt like you just couldn't go on anymore. You felt like you couldn't move through, and you did. And look how far you come. Look how strong you are. Never in a million years did I think that I'd still be standing here as strong as I am, given everything that I've been through in my own personal life the last couple of years. But I have been, and I outgrown those, and I've learned from those. They were life lessons. And I kind of feel like that's where it is that, you're coming into this place with the Eight of Wands where you just need to look over the horizons, because what you don't see now coming through, it's it's going to be different. Okay. It's definitely not something you're used to. It's definitely divine timing. It's definitely going to be something that's working itself out right now. That's the best I can describe it. But leaving off the star card, this is wishes, guys. This is emotion. Like, this is pouring abundance. Like, this is everything that you guys could possibly want, right? Like, this is hope. If you're listening to this right now and you're asking yourself, do I need to walk away? I feel like the answer is, like, the star card's coming up to say, you know what, walk away from anything that no longer serves you and allow what's serving you now to come through. Because you need to respect yourself at the end of the day. And if someone isn't respecting you, then they need to hit the road as well. So with that, let's read your oracle cards from the 2 different decks. A lot of oracle cards came up, so I'm just going to read a little bit of each. So answering the call, the time is now. You've been called. This scared journey always starts with a call. You might feel ready or you might be uncertain and not willing, but when you receive the call, you must respond. If you've been waiting for your life to turn out, the waiting is over. Your true and authentic life is happening. If you've been hoping for a sign, this is it. Right now, you've been called and a gateway is open for communication from the spirit realms. The energy of courage surrounds you. You may not know what the future brings, but you do know that it is time to act now and go forward. Whew. All right. So the second card that came up says distant thunder, clear the air. Dramatic purification, renewal, and healings are occurring on many levels. Don't be concerned if there's chaos in your life. In this instance, it is good. It is shaking things up so you don't become stagnant. If your auric field or your personal space is cluttered, it's difficult for exciting new experiences and opportunities to come into your life. It's time to clear out clutter, release the old, discarded, and unused. Clear the air and release situations and people who don't empower you. Purify the trust out of your life in order for renewal to occur. The old needs to make room for the new. And that's what I've been seeing. Like, these last couple readings, guys, is that out with the old, in with the new. Like, say goodbye. Good riddance. Like, thank you for the lesson, but, like, I'm going new. Traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Release what doesn't support you. A busy life and the accumulation of more than you need creates static. Clear internal and external clutter. Do what matters and release the rest to find peace, grace, and stillness. Simplify your life. Otherwise, it's difficult to hear the voice of the Creator. Create time to rest and rejuvenate. So that's very interesting as well. I mean, your life is what you make it, right? So you might as well make it the best life you possibly can. That's what I'm hearing. So with that, your other set of oracle cards says message in a bottle. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, and when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. There may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might just say the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this. Spirit hears you, and the reply is fair rule. There you go. And TikTok was second card for you guys. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if this isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire, so release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So how beautiful is that, guys? Like, everything that is yours is here or is coming to you, and everything that is not yours is leaving. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Like, I love that. All right. So beautiful message for my beautiful YouTube. Hope it resonates. Let me know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Know I'm sending you guys all love and light for Tuesday, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care.